I don't know why this one seems to be breaking down into like a series of plays, like rather than just me highlighting one play, but that's fine. We'll look at it. So immediately, literally no break. You guys are just getting me going from one play to the very next. This is coming right off the muffed punt snap and then the tackle by Boganowski. OU comes in, with they're what is it, tackle over, tackle heavy, whatever you want to call it. You've got Ryan Foje right here lined up as your tight end, and they're going to try to run right behind him. Foje, look at Foje. Okay. It makes you almost wonder a little bit why maybe he didn't get a few more snaps at guard, and that's not a shot at Weewoo. That is, Weewoo was clearly not fully healthy in this game and was kind of toughing it out. But regardless, Gabe and Teddy brought up OU doing this more. If you're not going to throw to your tight end, if like you go to 12 personnel and your tight end is just going to be a blocker anyway, what damn difference does it make if you put Ryan Foje in there? Because, this had crossed my mind, but I'm obviously not well versed enough to say, well, this doesn't change anything from a defensive standpoint. Now, obviously, they're going to understand, okay, that guy's not really a threat, but they still have to account for him. Like, numerically, they still have to have it because, just the way defenses are designed, like personnel groupings, things like that, they have to account for the fact that Ryan Foje's there. But if he's just going to be a blocker, put a legit blocker on there and look at him caving in that right side. That's what you're looking for. Now, Heath Ozida gets nailed for tackling. I believe number 8 there for Auburn. So, and he had an up and down day, kind of weird. I saw good things. I thought it was as physical as I'd seen him play. But, still, he's a redshirt sophomore. Like, it's not perfect, and he still does some things, and you have to give Auburn some credit. They were really good. All right, so I don't think this one's going to be pretty interesting, but I think we all know what it's setting up to, and we'll watch it here. So this is just going to be a Blaylock, a little handoff up the middle. Not much happens. Tackle for loss, etc. So, Auburn feeling pretty good, celebrating. You wonder what they're looking at right there. And when I say they, I mean, look at Arbuckle here. I wish we could go back to some of the view. Like, I wish I knew when the later views of this were in the game when they show some better angles and some different things. I think Gabe had mentioned, and you can't see it from the broadcast, that all the Auburn folks were talking trash with Deion Burks or something. Like, he kind of got in their ear and was talking to people. And, I don't know. Again, you can't see it here. I want to say Gabe mentioned that in passing, and not being there. I can't attest to that either way. They just line him up, and again, the broadcast focus on everything. You don't get to see anything on the field. So let's go forward. Let's see if they show us something here. I don't know. Okay, here it goes. So here you have Sategna. Highlighted down here on the bottom of the screen. You can't even see him here. Yeah, and again, the thing, and I give Hugh Freeze credit, and he's right. He wanted a timeout. Like, and clearly you could see it. Let's see if we can see it on. Look. Here, see, Auburn starts seeing it up here. You can see, and they're talking. I mean, I get it. From that angle, they're a little pissed about it. Now, I'm torn because this is the rule. Like, even if you're not supposed to do anything like this, like, but it's still vague because I don't know what he does that says substitution other than he walked toward the sidelines. Like, he never stepped out of play. He never did anything. Like, I don't know. Like, Tennessee lines up that wide a lot. And so I don't know how you decide what's what. Like, if Auburn picks him up, is anybody complaining about it? Like, oh, no, they simulated it. No, because it would look natural. I think it looks unnatural because Auburn didn't react to it. And so it's like, well, they clearly did something wrong. I don't know. I mean, like, do I think there was some gamesmanship? Absolutely there was. But, like, it's not OU's job to cover for Auburn. It's not, it's not the referee's job to cover for Auburn. They have to account for all 11. That's the deal. So I think, the rule is the rule, and I think as the rule states, they probably shouldn't have counted. I think it's more in the gray than people are trying to, like, they read that rule like, oh, well, that says it. No, not necessarily, because, again, it's talking about substitution. No, you didn't sub anybody. Like, nobody came off the field, came back on. There was none of that. So I don't know how you decide what is and isn't, presenting as a substitution. Like, I don't know what that means. And secondarily, I think it's just a stupid rule. Like, I don't disagree if someone comes off the field and then sneaks back on right before. Okay. I think that's fair, and that's just kind of stupid. That's not trying to play football. Trying to trick the other team is the entire point of the sport. Like, the idea is not they know what we're doing and let's just do it. Like, what's the point of a play action pass? To trick the defense. Like, what is the point of a reverse? To trick the defense. Like, you name it, and there's 100 of them. But just because they're more common, they're accepted. Again, I don't even mean to get down on this road, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, the rationale behind that rule. But as it states, I certainly get Auburn fans, like, I get why they're pissed off about it. I do. But anyway, we'll move forward and keep going on with this game.